Hey, it's David Stark from the Bay East Association of Realtors, and welcome to this week's Bay East Buzz. Results from the general election on November 4th meant changes in politics both nationally and here in California. But what happened locally? Well, voters made some big changes in some communities and no changes in others. So what do these changes or lack of change mean for real estate professionals, home buyers, and homeowners? Let's start with the communities that have new leadership. San Leandro is up first. They have a new mayor and 3 new city council members. Mayor-elect Pauline Cutter has served on the city council since 2010, so she has some city hall experience. During her campaign, she cited public safety and economic development among her priorities. She's also expressed support for bringing back San Leandro's first-time homebuyer assistance program. San Leandro voters also elected 3 new city council members, Deborah Cox, Lee Thomas, and Karina Lopez. All 3 identified creating a partnership between the San Leandro Unified School District and the City of San Leandro and increased public safety as their top priorities. Moving down the 880 corridor, in Union City, all 3 of the incumbent city council members were re-elected: Emily Duncan, Lauren Ellis, and Pat Gakoskos. We don't predict any major changes in City Hall policies related to homeownership. In Newark, incumbent Mayor Al Nagy was re-elected. He will be joined by 2 new city council members, Mike Hannon and Mike Bucci. We predict this new team will support the aggressive economic development initiatives we've seen in Newark during the last few years, including continued interest in revitalizing New Park Mall. The Fremont City Council has 2 new members, Lily May and Rick Jones. Miss May served on the Fremont School Board and wants to build a closer relationship between the school district and the city. Rick Jones is a retired Fremont police officer and serves on the Planning Commission. We predict he'll be a strong ally for Mayor Bill Harrison and push for more economic development initiatives. In the Tri-Valley, the biggest news is that Dublin has a new mayor in David Halbert. We expect Mr. Halbert to continue in the pro-business tradition of termed-out Mayor Tim Sobrante. No other changes on the City Council, as Don Biddle and Abe Gupta were both re-elected. Election results were similar in Pleasanton and Livermore. Both mayors were re-elected, and an incumbent and a newcomer were elected to the City Council. Livermore Mayor John Marchand ran unopposed. He's joined by returning Councilmember Bob Warner and the newly elected Stephen Spadowski. Finally, let's look at Pleasanton. Mayor Jerry Thorne will be back in City Hall, along with current City Council member Kathy Nara. They're joined by former Planning Commissioner Arnie Olson. The big news is that all 3 candidates support finishing the process for creating a plan for Pleasanton's east side. Once this plan is complete, real estate professionals, home buyers, and homeowners will have some certainty about what's going to happen and what's not going to happen on the east side of town. So, some new faces and some returning leaders. Bottom line, we're looking forward to working with all of our local government leaders by keeping them updated about what's happening in the residential real estate markets and being a resource for the development of public policy. If you have questions about our government affairs program or want to get involved, please contact me at davids@bayeast.org.